Hey guys, I'm ProMagix here, and today we are in Lodz in Poland on Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are going to go and find a few deliveries, or a delivery, to do. We are in the Scania Type R. I'll show you the outside. I'm running a 6x4 wheelbase, with no tail lift, no mid, nothing. I've got beacons, which I don't need on, so I'll turn them off. And that's it really. I have my initials there, AJR, and show you my garage. We have 3 out of 3 drivers. We have Bob, Harold and me. Harold's been here the longest. He's got nearly 17,000 miles on his lorry. And this guy's new. He's only got just over 3,000. So, what we are going to do today is we'll see what jobs are available on the freight market in Poland. Oh, it's a good journey, but I don't like the long distance. Do you know what? Let me travel back to my main depot in Carlisle, in England. The only reason I use Carlisle as my home depot is I'm a fan of Eddie Stobart. Eddie Stobart has their main depot in Carlisle. That was their first ever depot, I believe. Right, so let's see the deliveries. So we could do you, but that's a bit of admission. We'll do that one. Okay, we'll set that up. We'll quickly pull into the garage and go to sleep. Engine off. Go to sleep. Hopefully it'll be about 4 in the morning, so I don't have to have my lights on as much. Right, so we have to go to Timrell, which is around the corner from here. So start getting the indicators ready. I forget I'm back in London. I've been driving in over in Germany, through Poland into Sweden, places like that, so I'm on the other side of the road normally. Then let's indicate, come off here, slam on the brakes a bit because I can't handle that lorry on tight bends. There we go. Oh, this is the one that's a very tight entrance to get into, isn't it? Oh, just managed to get round that without damaging the lorry. Damn. Right, the one next to it I believe is mine. We'll pull over and see. We'll go back and check the logs. Okay, that one's gone then. That one's going to clone. But that one was a good deal. Oh yeah, because I slept. Duh. So from Carlisle, I want to go over to Sweden. Okay, we'll do this one for FedEx, which I do presume isn't here. Okay, so it's round the corner. Put the hazards on. Right, let's go around the corner to Pro Speed. We'll pick this up and start making our journey down to Newcastle. We have to go around, we go. Then indicate, let this Jaguar fly around. We'll go in here. Pick this load up. So we know where we are going. Ow, I've got a cut on my finger and it really hurts. Right, so indicators off, hazards on, let people know that we are picking up. We'll start slowing down here, see if anyone's around, which they're not. Okay, so we will pull over to here. Get our bearings, so that's our trailer there. We'll roll it in a bit more. Oh, overshot that. Right, let me straighten in. That's better. Coming in at a bit of a straighter angle. Come on. There we go. Right, we are labelled up. Hazards can come off. Don't really need to run beacons on this. This is not an oversized load. But we'll stay as close as we have to this wall. Because then we can clear that bend a lot nicer. See if anyone's coming this way. Nope. Right. I'm guessing these lights will change by the time I get to them. Yep, told you. So we'll start waiting here. So, let's have a look at the load. We are currently pulling that, which is salt and spices of 15 tons. We are going to that place, Norford. I can't pronounce the name. We are... Okay, we've got more exhausts and paints and... Oh, you get the streamlined stuff now. Okay, cool. I need to update my lorry. Eventually, when I get enough money, I will hopefully start paying my drivers a little bit more. And we'll sort it out. So here you can see we are going to Newcastle upon Tyne. Oh no, we're not. We're going to Grimsby. Oh, okay. Grimsby over to there, and then we'll go through up near Malmo. Then we'll go up through here and stop there. So when we get here, I might make my way up to Stockholm by the E4 road, which is my postcode. We'll go up here, and then we'll see if we can get delivery further down into Poland. So let's go, shall we? Right, no one's coming in front. Start making a nice easy roll around this corner. We need to be on this side. Sorry guys, I didn't underestimate the turning. Right, we'll get to these lights, put the air brakes on. Oh no, we won't. Lights change before we get there. And then swing this in. Got to be careful of that guardrail. Normally when I'm in Carlisle, I'll be going to Newcastle upon Tyne. That's why I'm used to saying, like, seeing that port. But I do enjoy playing Euro Truck Simulator. I've got 200 hours gameplay on it. And that's because where I'm busy at work, I do a lot of, like, deliveries. I'm out and around, and I like doing stuff like this. Okay. Okie dokie, we're clear. Pull out, sorry guys, got to concentrate, don't like going into boxes. Yeah, as I was saying, with my line of work that I do at the moment, apart from doing bits of YouTube here and there, is that I do deliveries of washing machines and stuff, so I'm out and about everywhere. And when I get home, I like to play this game, even though I do see a lot of scenery through the day. I do enjoy sitting and just driving a truck around Europe, Scandinavia, and it's very fun for me. Right, so here we need to clear this box, because the one back there we didn't do very well. There we go. Okay, so I think it's going to be about 2 hours from here on to Grimsby. Once we hit Grimsby, we'll be taking a ferry or a transporter load over to Sweden. Then from Sweden we'll start making our way through towards Poland, which I want to do eventually, even though I've only just left Poland, from Lodz to go back to England to go back towards Poland. I'm trying to make my way up. Why have I got more money? 4.5, I had 39 a minute ago. Okay, I'm guessing someone done a delivery. Right, so we'll start indicating now. Slowly applying the anchors a bit. Not enough to get the red warning light to say our air pressure's down. If we get that, it's normally an issue within the air brakes. I do know a lot about lorries. As I was saying before, I'm a bit of an Eddie Stobart fanboy. I adore Eddie Stobart and the way they brought up their franchise. It's unreal. They started off as moving fertilizer, so like horse manure and like stuff like that around the north of England, so like Scotland area, and they made fortunes to build up their business. Unfortunately, the original Eddie Stobart owner, his dad, like the Stobart family, their dad died, so they passed it on to Eddie, and Eddie made the company as big as he possibly could, and he passed away in 2004, and now it's with his brother. I think his name's Richard Stobart or something like that. And he's built this they've built this franchise to make it work very well for them. They do equivalent of to the moon and back in distance every day in each lorry they own. So that's about 10,000 miles per lorry a year they do. So no, not 10,000 miles, they do 100,000 miles each trip. So they must do the moon and back every single year in their lorries. I've just cleared halfway from the moon and back. It's 30,000 miles from here to the moon, and I'm at 15. Start slamming on brakes because there's cameras. Right, I need to go to the services as well to fill up the load. Right, let's pull over into the middle lane, get past this shell guy that's doing a delivery of the diesel I'm probably going to be putting in my lorry in a minute. But if you guys are wondering why I chose the Scania, Scanias are lovely lorries. They're very simple and very easy to drive, rather than having like the Renaults that are very, very complicated when it comes to using the retarder. They're semi-automatic gearbox and it's weird. It's like with this lorry, you've simply got push and go. You put it into a gear, off you go. Put it into another gear, off you go. That's it. That's all you need in a lorry. Right, so I believe we are coming up to Liverpool Sheffield way. Which means we aren't too far from Grimsby. Okay, so we follow this road all the way along. I need to stop at that service station to fill up, and then we'll go down the A1 about 20 mile, and then pull into Grimsby. Then we'll be going straight over. That's going to be about a 12 to 13 hour journey over by the ferry, so shouldn't be too bad. If you guys are wondering why I've turned my lights down, it's 5 AM in the UK, so your 5 AM restriction with your full beams, they're your full beams and they're your standard side-by-side lights, I think they're called. Your standard side-by-side lights can be used from 5 o'clock onwards. That's why I turned down the actual power of the beams. In the game anyway. That's the reason I do that. In the game they give you a fine if you go like that for until after 7 AM. But at 5 AM I turn them straight down and that's it. Quickly spinning here, even though I should have come in the other side. Start filling you up. Get you full. Off we go. There's another lorry pulling up in front of us, which I can see. Right, foot on the accelerator, because this little bobcat of a lorry here is going too fast. Cheers, mate. Let's put the beacons on anyway, even though you won't be able to see their reflection that well, because it is the daytime. I'm gonna try and make Grimsby by 7 AM. So in about an hour and a half I want to be at Grimsby. So this is where I put my foot down and just keep going. So, also guys, on the channel, there will be a lot of new gameplays coming out. We are going to be putting up Plague Inc. Evolved. What other games? Minecraft, Euro Truck, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Global Offense, I believe is another one. I'm going to roll it, Oh my life, I felt that go. It was so horrible. Oi. When you see your cab going that far to the left or right, pull it straight because you will lose the load. I've done that where I've got a light load after pulling a 52-ton load all the way to Germany. Then I get a 7-ton load going into London. And I'm used to putting a lot of pressure on that side of the vehicle, so I've pushed it and I've rolled it. Oh, nearly. It doesn't help we're on a bit of a slope. Oh, come on, bus. Really? Do I break the law and jump the double white lines to get in front of them, or just stick behind until I get up these hills? Because that's the other thing I don't want, is a lorry like that coming flying towards me and kill me in the load. I'm struggling to get to 30 mile an hour at the moment. There we go. So we are pushing up, I think we are near the Cairngorms. No, the Cairngorms is in Scotland. We are near Grimsby. What mountains would these be? Could be the Cairngorms, because they run for miles. They run up to Bristol, like near Bristol. Their last one's like near Bristol. The Cairngorms Mountains. Right, this is where I start braking it. Because I need to get round. There's a lorry there. You're going to slow down, mate. Cheers, Volvo. Right, I just need to start bombing it now because I've got an hour, like 50 minutes to get to Grimsby, which I think I've done a bit too much of. I say about 10 o'clock now, because it's a fair distance. I didn't realise how far it was. Even though I have played this game for nearly 200 hours, I've still not got used to the limits, because that will take about 20 minutes. And then that would take about 40 minutes because you're on a small country dip roads. So I'll say about 8, 9 o'clock. Excuse me, about 8, 9 o'clock latest. Say 9:30 the latest will appear at Grimsby. I'm hoping to be over there tonight, like Sunday night, Monday morning. Because then it's going to be about a 12 to 13 hour journey straight through. Right, did I slam on the brakes too hard to get air brakes? No, I didn't. Cool. So we are currently going to be joining on to the A1, which shouldn't take us too long now, but most of the A1 is uphill. Let's pull straight out because the cars haven't spawned in yet. So we'll be pushing right the way up. This is about 851 miles from now to our final destination, which is 31 hours away. Hopefully we'll miss most of that through the transportation through the ferry. And yes guys, I'm going to be live streaming this a lot more. This is going to be a bit difficult near Christmas, as I'm going to be very, very tired with work. So I'll be posting content, and hopefully you enjoy. Once we get to Grimsby, I believe we should be on a direct route from then. We're on a direct route now anyway, but when we get into Grimsby, all I've got to do is stay on the roads from the other place. We're coming up to double intake lines, and you're doing this really? Do you know what? I'm going to piss him off. Let's do that. Oh, we're on a motorway, aren't we? Duh. Sorry. I thought we were on a little side road. Little side roads, I hate people that do that. I'll just end up sitting in between two lanes like this. And then when I see another lorry, I'll just tuck myself into the other lane. And when the car comes round, smack. It's him gone. There's Not my problem. Right, so, Grimsby. Speed camera's at 50 mile an hour. The flipping camera ain't here yet. When I see it, I'll start placing my anchors down. There you go, seen it. So I'll drop 10 mile an hour in about 4 seconds. So it looks like I'm gaining speed. So then they can't give me a ticket. I probably will get in a traffic offence at some point. So what we're going to do here now is start slamming on the brake. I wouldn't be surprised if I'll start seeing a red warning light appear on my dash. Right, there's a lorry there. But I'm going to take my chances here. And pull it in. There we go. So now I reckon we've got about an hour max until we get there, so about 8 o'clock. Yeah, I weren't too far off. So, how's everybody doing? I'm getting a new intro for the channel, made up by a guy on Twitter. If you want to follow him, I'll leave his description channel down below. He's a very, very good artist. He also does the background music for my voiceovers that I do. So if you listen to any of my Call of Duty content over the last couple of days, the background music is the guy that does my intro as well. So if you guys want to do an intro, he's a very cheap guy to get the intros from. He charges around $5 on a regular one for intros, but I've got an intro and a banner, so I've got about $8 to $10, so about £4 or £5, which is not too much, but it's still a bit expensive for me, because at the moment it's so close to Christmas and I'm trying to buy for my children, like my nieces and children that are in my family. It's hard, but don't worry about me. Life's life, get over it. That's the only thing I don't enjoy about life. When you leave school, they don't teach you nothing. They'll go, oh yeah, it's going to be easy, you're going to use pi and all of it. No, you don't. You use English and maths, that's it, barely. Unless you do accounting or a scientist or something you enjoy. But that's the thing, when you're using like so simple like English and maths, there's not point learning that in school. What a waste of money. You're going to school buying yourself uniforms for like £50 a go. What's the point even going in when you're only learning basic maths and English? And it's not like you're going to ever use algebra when you're out of school. Really? If you think you're going to use algebra when you're out of school, please let me know where in the comments, because I haven't seen it yet and I've been out of school for about 6 years. Right, so now this is where I'll probably get the red light. Really? I've still not got the red light? I'm going to try and get the red light when we get into Grimsby. I'm going to slam on my brakes and see what happens. So we are currently pulling up this hill ever so slowly, doing it about 25 mile an hour, but now we've gone down to 20, as we have got 15 ton of salt on the back. Oh, bless me, I do apologise. Oh, probably end up cutting that out. If not, it's me sneezing, which I'm not going to. So what I'm going to do here is be a bit dangerous. I'll let this Mondeo go. Go on, I'll pull out. Go on, you take over the road. There you go. Blocked the whole road to let a car out, which is normally not bad for a lorry driver, because normally they will just sit there. I've been behind a few lorries that will just stop. Come on, give me the red light. I will get it, I promise. Yes, hello people on the live stream, how are you? Sorry I've not been answering. We are currently just coming up into Grimsby to go on the ferry over to Sweden. To Sweden. Ja, it's guten Tag. That's German. But yeah, we'll be going over into Sweden. Hopefully we'll be getting a good, decent pay with this, and that's about $21,000, or pounds or euros or whatever you want to call it. Depending on how well my driving is, if I damage the load or my truck gets damaged, I have to fork out and pay for that. At the minute I'm running my own little business. I have 3 people. Not doing too bad, to be honest. Hopefully after I've paid off the debt of 350 grand I borrowed to build up my empire in Carlisle, I will buy a bit of a better lorry. I'll probably leave this one in the fleet as the first lorry I ever purchased. I don't know why I haven't got the most mileage, but my colleague Harold or Holland? Harold has got the one that's got just under 16,000 miles on it, or just over, one of the two. And I bought that lorry about 13 to 15 days after. Oh my god, I knew I was getting a traffic offence. 15 to 13 days after I purchased this. Right, come on, there's a car there. I know it's coming this way, but I don't care. Get behind this. I know I really should have been in the first lane, but I just want to get over into Grimsby as quick as I can. Oh, it's 8:30 we got here, guys. I thought we would have been here a bit earlier. Oh, so nice. So once we get into Grimsby, we are in Grimsby now. I think we'll probably sleep on the boat. I'm not too sure about that at the moment. Oh, don't roll it. Ooh, how I ain't damaged that then, I ain't got a clue. Cut in here. Just anchors down. Right, we are going over to you. 19 hours for £1,000. That's not bad. That's cheap. If a 13-hour flight from here to LA cost me about 12 grand. Right, full beams on until 5 o'clock. And then now we have a 10-hour run straight down to our delivery point. We'll come out this door because I don't know the way out through that way. So this is the wrong side of the road again, but alright, because I'm supposed to be on this side of the road. Pull in. So you know what, let's pull in here and we'll end this bit of the episode off. We'll try and watch that back mirror. What I need to do now is pull this. Ouch. So you know what, let's park this properly. I'm doing this really wrong. No one's parked along the front here. Nope. Cool. So we'll swing the load in. Which I'm surprised that ain't straight. That's gonna irritate me now. Okay, so pull you in. Nope. Up on the curb. Pull in and brake. I need to do it the other way really. Go on. Back you go. Need you to be pulled in straight when I park, because I hate it when I can't get into a truck stop because of a lorry that's parked wonky. we are in. Turn everything off. Beacons off. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We are currently in Elstjörg, or wherever it is. Sweden. From Carlisle. So if you guys want to see more Euro Truck Simulator, please, please, please let me know. We currently have another 10-hour journey up to Jokoping, up here. Jokoping, or whatever it is, I can't pronounce it, or Woping, or whatever you want to call it. We're going here, so thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, please hit the like button down below. Leave a comment if you want to see more and what lorries and that you want me to drive. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day and peace.